Well, it's Saturday, August 13th, just a little after 6 a.m., leaving Colorado Springs on Highway 24. This is the same old shot that I do every time leaving town. And I haven't done anything in Colorado in 2 months. I last went out on June 6th for a Colorado adventure. We got the almost full moon smiling upon me. But the goal today is to do some hiking between Divide, Colorado and Cripple Creek. Well, here we are at the trailhead for Horsethief Park. It's clearly marked here, it's hard to miss. There's the remnants of the Midland Railroad from the Cripple Creek Gold Rush days. Looks pretty nice out west. Got a near full moon seeing us off. With the morning sun shining over South Park, looking towards the Divide. Oh, they don't call it the Rockies for nothing.
Everybody's coming down here to get their drink in the morning.
Yeah, they like it by the creek. This is a little more overgrown than last time I was here, a lot greener. Yeah, there was a chipmunk down in that little gully there.
Yeah, I see where all like the fire bans are lifted.
Yeah, look at how green it is in Colorado.
Yeah, you can have fires now.
Here we are at Oil Creek tributary. Yeah, this is a lot greener and more overgrown than my last visit. Pretty cool. Oh well, I'm waterproof. The bubbling brook of Oil Creek. Pretty cool this morning.
I love it.
I would say it's in the 50s up here.
Yeah.
But it feels perfect. I mean, when you're getting your heart rate up and going uphill, there's nothing like 50-degree air.
It wouldn't surprise me if it's 48, 49.
Well, the sun is just breaking. This meadow here is pretty active. Wildflower growth. It's pretty cool. The history attached to this area was that horse thieves and rustlers would come up here as a hideout during the Cripple Creek Gold Rush to get away from the law and count their loot, get a little rest from running. And you can camp this area too. You'd have to backpack it all in because there's no motorized vehicles allowed up here, but camping is allowed in Horsethief. It's still shady here in the valley.
Love the color.
But it looks like we're going to be walking into the sun once we round the bend here.
Purples, yellow.
Yeah, a lot of color down here in this lush Oil Creek Valley.
We've seen a lot more in this though.
Yeah, just fields of it, you know.
Just a little bit, but still it's nice.
Maybe this is just the warm-up, the introduction, the appetizer.
Man, that's bright.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I love it.
It's almost like that construction orange, you know. It's that bright, kind of almost a fluorescent aspect to it. Beautiful morning, man.
Perfect.
It's what it's all about here in Colorado. Well, we just come around the bend, starting to get it into the sunshine. Probably gonna warm up a little. But we've seen more than one campsite along here. This is the second one we've seen. The other one was a little better.
Yeah, I like the other one a lot better than this.
Yeah, as soon as we sat down, he flew right over us and just sat right above us like he's trying to work the tourist. It's a smart bird.
Surprised he ain't got a friend or two.
Yeah, like a family.
He might just be stashing that. Probably.
Yeah, he wasn't shy at all. He landed right over our heads, and it's kind of like, so what do you got? Man, coming down this forested side of the mountain, it's really cooled off, and you can even smell the humidity or the moisture in this valley. It's the same smell almost after a fresh rain. But yeah, it's been very mossy, very green. And we're still on 704, which has merged with the Ring the Peak Trail. But it's actually very nice. It feels wonderful. The sudden coolness in the air. It's almost back to the same temperature that it was when we started. But hell, it's perfect for hiking. Couldn't ask for more. The wildflowers are just blooming like crazy here in this moist area. Yeah, we've seen all kinds of mushrooms of shapes, colors, you name it. What a relaxing little gurgling sound. Crystal clear mountain water, man. I never get tired of it. You got one? I'll be there in a second.
Walked up there, I thought that was a snake.
It almost has that. Oh wow, look at that. That's very unusual. I guess it's like a sun baking effect. Some of it's burnt and some of it isn't. Yeah, but we've been seeing stuff like this the whole way.
Nothing like that one. That thing is huge.
No, this is this is wow, there's another one behind it too.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's a monster, man. Let me get under that. You can see the stalk. Wow. That's pretty incredible. Yeah, but these have been everywhere. Another huge one by the creek. Pretty incredible.
Incredible non-edible mushroom. I guess it's non-edible.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to try.
I know there's some out here that you can, but you have to do something to them. I'm not sure.
That's the problem. I don't know the difference between the edible and non-edibles. Pretty incredible. It's just so damp and cool. Perfect conditions for the mushrooms. Well, after coming down an entire hillside in forested mushroom, wildflower terrain, we're coming into a valley again. And I've never felt the least bit warm or hot on this entire hike.
Me neither.
Oh, we got a campsite. Might as well scope it. This will be the third one we found. This is kind of nice too. It's a little shaded, nice and flat.
Let's stop and get a drink. There goes the squirrel, the chipmunk.
Looks like some people put a little effort into making it camp friendly. That was nice of them. Nice fire pit. Could dig it out and make it deeper is what I would do. This is going to be a test of a canister of bear spray. This expired in January of this year. It expired, about 7 months ago, and I've got a new can. And I want to know how far does it spray, how long does it spray, so if I'm ever in a life-threatening situation, I won't be trying to figure things out. So, that bush right there is a bear approaching me. And we've got no wind. The conditions are good for no wind. So here goes nothing. I'm turning my head away. So I'd have to be closer.
I'd back off because it looks like it's close by you.
The wind is picking up, so I'm changing my position.
I'd get up.
Well, there's a different look at Sentinel Point. It's a long hike up there. It's 6.9 miles. I don't know if I'll ever be in that kind of physical shape, but I would like to try it. I believe that's part of the slope going up to Sentinel Point. Well, we've been kind of in a forested area most of the day. We've come back out into the valley with Sentinel Point right there. It's like someone turned on the light switch, practically, once you emerge from the trees. But it's no less green. It's still very green out here with the high wild grass and wildflowers everywhere. We'll be coming back up and meeting with Oil Creek again. I'm having trouble keeping the film steady because this is very uneven footing here. Now this is the trail section that goes to Sentinel Point. Up there is 704C. The one we were on is just 704. But I've heard all kinds of stories about beaver dams in this area, and we haven't seen any. So we're gonna go a little bit this way, just to maybe see. Yeah, that's kind of cool too. I wonder if the trail goes up to it.
Man, there'd be a lot of color out here in the fall.
I'm surprised it's still relatively cool out here, especially with the sun behind the clouds. I'm sure that helps.
Hardly any people at all besides runners.
Yeah, we saw one group, and then we saw a single male hiker, and that was it today. Other than that, we've had this all to ourselves.
I don't mind.
I'd heard a lot about beaver ponds in this area. There's a nice reflection of Sentinel Point. Yeah, the trail might go straight to those boulders we were viewing. Kind of seems to be heading that way. Well, man, maybe Horsethief Falls could be our next hike, you know, because that would be about 4 miles round trip. I'm still amazed at just how lush the greenery is here.
I love this valley.
Yeah, so green too. I bet you come here another year, it might not be might not be all these bushes and tall grass like this. I'm pretty sure the wildflowers are here every year. Pretty complete day, you know. You can get many different experiences in Colorado. You can get high and have a bird's eye view of mountain ranges, or you can get down in the valley and see the creeks and the flowers and the mushrooms and the animals. There's different ways to experience Colorado.